Hi guys, Noile Virtual Academy, Algebra 1, Mr. N here, broadcasting from the Valley's libraries. Once again, I cannot talk very loud, but I will do my best so you can understand. Play with that volume button if you cannot hear me, right? This type of problem is talking about solution set or replacement set. It's relates to your lesson 1.10, right? Replacement sets. And what is this about? If you went through the lesson, you will understand. If you don't, you have to go through the lesson. It's asking you to check all these values of x. Like in this case, you see the set 3.5, 2, 3, 1 and a quarter. After, by plugging them into your expressions to check if those expressions are still true. And for all the values of x for which the expression will be true, those will make your solution set. Okay? And then y is also given, so you have to go with each one at a time. Great. Let's do number 7. Okay? Number 7 says y plus 6 less than 10. And because we're dealing with y, your y is right here. Okay? These are the values of your y that you have to plug in. And what you're going to do to solve a problem like this will be to take one value at a time. One at a time. Let's start with 3. And you will say y equals 3. Or you may say if y equals 3. Well then, your expression, right, will be y plus 6, which is actually 3 plus 6, right? 3 plus 6 less than 10. Well, 3 plus 6 is 9, which is less than 10. This is true. So what you can say now is that indeed 3 is part of my solution set. Okay? Moving on. I'll choose a different color. I'm going to take the next number in the replacement set, right? 5. And I will say if y equals 5, what's going to happen to my expression here? Well, your expression will become now 5 plus 6 less than 10. But 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 is not less than 10, so this is not good. That 5 is not a solution set, or is not part of my solution set. You're moving on. You choose the next number here, which is 6, right? And you say, if y equals 6, your expression will be y, 6 in this case, plus 6, right? And that should be less than 10. Is that true? I don't think so. Which means 6 is not part of your solution set. Moving on to the next one. How about 8? And many of you can see that 8 cannot be a solution either, right? Because it's greater than 5 and 6. But I would say if y equals 8, then my expression, my inequality here, will be 8 plus 6 less than 10. That's not true. Okay? And you are done your solution set. And you're going to say solution set will be the set formed by only one element, 3. And this is the answer to this problem. Okay? Make sense? Let's do one more. Alright, let's try number 12. Okay, and eventually we have to remember that for x the replacement set is right here. Okay? I'm going to use a bigger pen here so you can see better. Okay, maybe a different color would be helpful too. Your expression on number 12 is 2x minus 1 less than or equal to 2. I'm going to use this space to solve it, right? Well, I will take the first value of x. If x equals 3.5, what's going to happen to my value? Well, first of all, let's change that 3.5 into an improper fraction. How do you do that? Do you guys remember? You multiply the numerator by the whole number, and then you will add the top. Your denominator will stay the same, 2. Your top will be what? 2 times 3 plus 1, and that will be 7. So now your expression from number 12 will be 2 times 7/2 minus 1, and that should be less than or equal to 2. Is that true? Well, 2 times 7/2 is going to be 7. 7 minus 1 less than or equal to 2. I don't think so. Okay, which means 3/2 is not part of my solution set. Moving on. Let's choose a different color again. I'm going to use x equals 2, and I'm playing with my iPad here. Some of you have figured out that I'm using an iPad. Okay, let's set color. Okay, if x equals 2, 2 is the next one. Your expression will be 2 times 2 minus 1 less than or equal to 2. Is that true? Well, first of all, order of operations says multiply first. It will be 4 minus 1 less than or equal to 2. Well, 4 minus 1 is 3. That's not less than 2. This is not good. That's not a solution set. What can you guys tell me about 3 without doing anything? That's not going to be a solution set, right? Because if 3.5 and 2 are not, well, 3 is right between them, and it's not going to happen either, right? Moving on, the last one that I would check for you and with you is 1 1/4, right? And let's say here, if x equals 1 1/4, I will first change that into an improper fraction. Denominator will still be 4. Now we'll have 4 times 1 plus 1, right? 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1, 5/4. Your expression was what? 2x minus 1. So you have 2 times x, 2 times 5/4 minus 1 should be less than or equal to 2, right? So what do you guys think about that? Is that true? Is it false? I don't know. I don't care. What do you guys think? Well, first of all, you can cross cancel here because 2 times 5/4 you can simplify by 2, right? 2 goes in 2 once, 2 goes in 4 2 times, and basically here you'll have 5/2 minus 1 less than or equal to 2. Okay, 5/2 is actually what? That would be 2.5. If you take 1 away from it, is that less than 2? Well, I think so. All right, 2.5 minus 1 is going to be 1.5, which is less than 2. And you guys are done. And this will give you the answer for this problem, right? Solution set. Solution set will be once again one element here, right? 1 1/4. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Send me an email if you have any questions. And by the way, if you catch any mistakes, like I said, that will be extra credit. Okay, guys? All right.